Hello students, welcome to Narayana online classes. Today we are discussing 10th standard mathematics applications of trigonometry assignment number 40. Now the first question, here if you observe that in angle of elevation, so in angle of elevation the line of sight is dashed to the horizontal line. It means if the line of sight is above the horizontal line or below the horizontal line, right? So this is the horizontal line, this is horizontal line, and the line of sight here if you observe that the line of sight is above the horizontal line or below the horizontal line. In angle of elevation, I am drawing the angle of elevation. Now the line of sight is above the horizontal line or below the horizontal line. So above the horizontal line. So the line of sight is in angle of elevation, the line of sight is always above the horizontal line. Now the next one. In angle of depression, the line of sight is dashed to the horizontal line. So here before this is angle of depression, and this is line of sight. In this case, in angle of depression, the line of sight is below the horizontal line. So below the horizontal line. Now the next one. A large balloon has been tied with a rope and it is floating on the air. There is a large balloon is there. For example, this is the balloon and it is floating on air. It is floating on air. A person has observed the balloon from the top of the building. There is one building is there. Let it be. This is the ground level. Building, and here if you observe that the person is observing here this position, and the angle of elevation is theta 1 and angle of depression is theta 2. He is observing that angle of elevation, it means he is observing a balloon. This is the horizontal line, theta 1 angle of elevation, and he is observing the tip of the rope, so angle of elevation is 2. Let it be. This is our imaginary diagram. So this is a calculation part diagram. A, B, C, D and E, theta 1 and theta 2. That is our calculation purpose we are using. If the building having some height, then h, then this angle is theta 2 because of horizontal lines and ground is always parallel. So the transversal, these two are alternative interior angles. Now coming to the next problem. Now Rajendra observes a person standing on the ground from a helicopter. So there is one helicopter is there. So it is the position of a helicopter, and one person he is on the ground. So for example, this is the person, he is on the ground, O, and here Rajender, which is on the helicopter, that is A, right? So he is observing with an angle of depression is 45 degrees, is with a 45 degrees. For example, this is a parallel P. If the helicopter flies at a height of, so O2B is the height of the helicopter, which is flying height, that is 50 meters from the ground. So what is the distance from the person from the Rajender? So we need to calculate the distance between a person to the Rajender, that is a D, we need to calculate it. So by using figure, from the figure, here, if you observe that these two are parallel lines and horizontal line, and ground is always parallel, so alternative interior angles, this is also 45 degrees, and we need to calculate a D value. So opposite side by, with respect to 45 degrees, opposite by hypotenuse. Opposite by hypotenuse means cos. So opposite by hypotenuse is sine. Sine 45 degrees is equals to AB by AO. So cos 45 degrees value is 1 by root 2 is equals to AB value is 50 by AO value is D. Therefore D is equals to 50 into root 2 meters. 50 into root 2 meters. Now coming to the next problem. A tower stands vertically on a ground from a point which is 15 meters away from the foot of the tower. The angle of elevation of the top of the tower is 45 degrees from that point. What is the height of the tower? Let it be from the data what is given. What is given means I am drawing the figure. There is a tower is there, AB is the tower, and there is a one point is there, that is O, and with an angle of elevation 45 degrees, with angle of elevation 45 degrees, and the distance between that point to the foot of the tower is how much is given? 15 meters is given. We need to calculate the height of the tower. So from the figure, height of tower, AB is equals to h meters, and distance between point to foot of the tower, that is OB is equals to 15 meters, right? So now the next one, take a tan ratio. Therefore tan 45 degrees is equals to AB by, so tan ratio means we need to take opposite by hypotenuse, opposite by adjacent side, right? AB by OB. So tan 45 degrees value is 1 h by 15. So we need to send here, therefore h is equals to 15 meters. Therefore height of the tower is 15 meters. Thank you, students.